Hello everyone. So till now we have discussed introduction to sets, type of sets and operations on sets. Now today we will discuss algebra of sets, which includes some laws of sets, also called set identities. So let us see one by one. There are a number of set identities. Like first identity is identity law. So it is A union phi is equal to A and A intersection universal set is equal to A. It means A is some finite set, phi is an empty set, and U is universal set. So if we take union with empty set, we will get the original set back, that is A. And if we take intersection of A and universal set, we will get the given set A. So this is identity law. Then domination law, it is A union universal set, it is equal to U. And if we take intersection with phi, so we will get the phi. Next is idempotent law. This is A union A is equal to A and A intersection A is equal to A. So complementation law, this is complement of complement is equal to A. So if we take double complement of a given set, we will get the original set back. Next is commutative law. This is A union B is equal to B union A. Likewise for intersection also, A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. Then associative law. So this is the format for associative law. It is like A union B union C is equal to A union B union C. So one time we will group B union C and this will be equal to A union B union C. Okay, this is the format for associative law. Similarly, we can do for intersection also. Next is distributive law. Again, it is there are two laws. One is over intersection and one is over union. So this is the form of distributive law. Next is De Morgan's law. This is very important law which we will be using in questions most of the times. So De Morgan law is A union B whole bar is equal to A bar intersection B bar. This bar is also a complement. Sometimes it is represented as like dash, sometimes it is represented by bar. So it is basically complement. So next is absorption law. So if there are two finite sets, so if we take intersection of the sets A intersection B and then we take union with the set A, then we will get the original set back. So this is first absorption law, and the second is if we take a union of two sets and then intersection with the set A, then again we will get the original set back. So you can verify it by taking one example like A is equal to कुछ elements आप मान लीजिए and B is equal to, again take some elements and then take their intersection and then take union of that intersection with the set A, you'll get the original set back. So you can verify it with by taking some values. So next is complement law. It is A union A complement, it is equal to U, and that is universal set, and A intersection A bar is equal to phi. As we know, nothing is common in between A and A complement, so A intersection A bar is equal to phi. So these are some identities which you have to remember by their names, because in questions you have to write where the next step has come from. So you must know the name of identities. So these are the identities. Next we will see some proof techniques. There are three methods to prove the equality of sets. Like first is by algebra of sets, second is by Venn diagram, and the third is by proving subsets of each other. So here we will see one example by all three methods. So let us take one example. So if this is the question, use set builder notation and logical equivalences to establish the second De Morgan law. A intersection B whole bar is equal to A bar union B bar. Okay. So if it is written logical equivalences or algebra of sets, or by using identities, both have all have same meaning. So let us start with solution. So first, by starting with LHS, that is A intersection B whole bar, we can write in set builder notation like this. Suppose X is there, X is element of this. So X is such that X does not belong to A intersection B. It is simply by definition of complement. If some element belongs to complement, then it does not belong to the set, original set, right? So this is by definition of complement. Then next step is this does not belong symbol can also be written as like this: negation of and then X is element of A intersection B. Okay, so this is does not belong symbol. It can be written like this, like X belongs to A intersection B, and this whole term is with negation sign. This is the sign of negation. So next is by definition of intersection, we can write, if we say X belongs to A intersection B, that means X belongs to A also and X belongs to B also. So this is a AND symbol. So we can write it like this by definition of intersection: A belongs to A and X belongs to B, and this whole thing is under negation. So next thing that we can apply here is De Morgan law. So here this whole thing can be break into like this: negation of this first thing, X belongs to A, and this AND symbol will be converted into OR. So this is OR symbol, and again with negation, X belongs to B, the second thing, right? So in this way, by De Morgan's law, we can break like this. And then again by definition of does not belong to, now negation of X belongs to A. It can be written as X does not belong to A or X does not belong to B. So again we have converted this into does not belong to symbol. Next is by definition of complement, we can write like X. If it is written X does not belong to A, it means X belongs to A complement. And again here also X not belong to B, that means X belongs to B complement. Then by definition of union, we can say X belongs to A bar union B bar, because it is written X is element of A bar or X is element of B bar. That means we can say X is element of A bar union B bar. Okay. Then at last, this is a set builder notation for A bar union B bar. So by using that set builder notation, we can write like this: A bar union B bar, and which is nothing but the RHS. So in this way, we have proved that A intersection B whole bar is equal to A bar union B bar. So in this way, by using all these set identities, we have proved the given identity. Okay. So this is first method. This is by algebra of sets. Now the second method is Venn diagram. So the same question we will be doing using Venn diagram in next slide. So let's see. By Venn diagram, we will start like this, like we will take LHS and draw the Venn diagram for that, and then we will take RHS and again we will draw Venn diagram for that, and the final Venn diagrams for left hand side and right hand side should be equal. So if they are equal, so we can say the given LHS is equal to RHS. So let's see. So here we have to draw for A intersection B whole bar, right? So if A and B are the two sets and U is a universal set in this context, so we can draw A intersection B like this. This blue part is intersection. Next is we have to take complement of this A intersection B whole bar. So in complement, as we know, all the elements that does not belong to the set are complement. So apart from this blue part, all is complement. So just leave this common part. The other part is under A intersection B complement. So this is the final thing or final Venn diagram for the left hand side. Now we will see for the right hand side. Here we have to draw for A complement union B complement. So first we have to find what is A complement. So again, if these are the two sets and universal set, then A complement will be everything which is not in A. So this blue part represents the A complement, and then B complement. So let us see, everything which is not in B is B complement. So again, this blue part is B complement, and then we have to take the union of these two. In union of these two, we have to consider all that part that is either in A or in B or in both, right? This is the definition of union. So by this definition of union, we will get this all blue part is A dash union B dash. So as we can see, the final diagram, Venn diagram for left hand side and right hand side are same. So we can say this A intersection B complement is equal to A complement union B complement. So this is the easiest way to prove the equalities. So you can do like this. And now there is a third method by using set equalities. So for the same question, let us see how can we prove the equality by proving subsets of each other. So let us start with, so this is the given thing. So first of all, we will consider some element x that belongs to this A intersection B bar, or some element that belongs to left hand side, and we have to prove that element also belongs to right hand side. So in this way we can prove if x belongs to A intersection B bar, it implies x does not belong to A intersection B. By the definition of complement, we can say this. Now if A intersection B is there, if x does not belong to A intersection B, that means x does not belong to A or x does not belong to B, right? So further we can proceed like this. If x does not belong to A, that means x belongs to A complement or x belongs to B complement, right? Then if x belongs to A bar or x belongs to B bar, so combinedly we can write it like this: x belongs to A bar union B bar. Okay, so we have proved that the given element is also a part of A bar union B bar. So by the definition of subset, we can write A intersection B bar is subset of A bar union B bar, right? So this is equation 1, we can say. Similarly, we can prove for other side also, like we start with the right hand side and we will prove that the particular element belongs to left hand side also. So let us consider some other element y, which belongs to A bar union B bar. Then it can be written as y belongs to A bar or y belongs to B bar, right? We can written it write like this also: y, if y is an element of A bar, it means y does not belong to A or y does not belong to B. Okay. So combinedly it can be written as y does not belong to A union B, which can be further written like this. If y does not belong to A union B, that means y belongs to A union B whole bar. So again, we have started with some element belongs to A bar union B bar, and the same element belongs to A union B whole bar. So again, by definition of subsets, we can write like this. A bar union B bar is subset of A union B whole bar. So by 1 and 2, we can see if LHS is subset of RHS and RHS is subset of LHS, so we can say both are equal. So this is the given thing. So from 1 and 2, we can say both are equal. So these are the three methods by which we can prove set equalities. This is all for today. Thank you.